Sup YouTube, it's your boy Southside Customs back at it with another video. And today I got something a bit different from my conventional content that I decided to try out. The poster design made with Photoshop. So if you're ready, follow along and enjoy. Before we start, I've included the fonts and resources used in this tutorial in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Keep in mind that I'm actually using CS6 because it's what works best for me, but I'm sure this should work on all other versions. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first off, we're going to start by going on to the File Explorer and opening our first resource that we're going to work with, the face photo, but you can work with whatever image you want to work with. I'm just choosing this one in particular because it looks cool and it's me, so yeah. You're going to just double click on the background so that you can unlock the layer so you can make some adjustments on it later. Okay, so then after it's unlocked, what you're gonna do is duplicate layer 0, and then you're going to turn off the visibility on layer 0, copy, leaving the original copy open. Then you're gonna convert layer 0 into a smart object, and then go on filter and select blur, and then after you're going to select Gaussian blur, and then make sure the radius is at 5 pixels. Okay, so then after the Gaussian blur is done loading, you're going to go onto the layer copy, and then you're going to convert that into a smart object as well. Go into filter, and then you're going to go into blur, and then you're going to go to motion blur. Take note of the angle and the distance of the pixels, and once you're satisfied, click OK. After that's done, you're going to go back to filter, and then you're going to select distort, and you're going to go to wave. Take note of the units that I have on my wave settings. Just copy them exactly the way they are and click OK. Then go into your gradient map, and you're gonna select the intrusive design heatmap that I've included in the description below. I'll select one image that I like, and that's the one that I'll use. So once you're satisfied with it, just click OK. Okay, so after you're done, this is what you should have. Make sure that the image you're using has a black background so it doesn't interfere with anything. And then after you're done, you're just gonna save it as a JPEG anywhere in your computer that is gonna make it easier for you to locate after it's done saving. Once you're ready, click OK and continue. So after that's done saving, you're gonna open a new document. So you're gonna click on File and then click on New, and you're gonna open a new document. Okay, make sure that the document width is 1080 by 1080 on height, and make sure you select background color according to the image that you've decided to use. My background color is going to be black because my initial background color for my original image was black. Okay, so I'm going to select on the new document and click on image, and then I'm going to go into canvas size, and then put the anchor on the left hand side and make sure it's at %. So you're going to change the width to 200 or 300 depending on how wide you want it to be, and take note of the background. Once you're satisfied, click OK and enter. So then you're going to click open, and you're going to import the image that you've saved earlier. Okay, and then you're going to click and drag onto the new document. And then after that, you're just going to resize it according to the size that you see fit. Okay, I'll leave mine as that because I want to leave space for the text. Then after you're going to do is you're going to add text onto it. I'm using the verses typeface. It's also going to be in the descriptions packet that I've included, so just make sure you check that out. But you could use any other font or typeface that you want to use. I'm going to type astronomic. You could use anything. I'm just using what I think is aesthetically pleasing, but you could type whatever you want to type. So I'm going to type astronomic, okay, in yellow because it stands out. I think yellow goes well with the purple. I'm doing mine at 1,000 points. I'm using the verses typeface, and then for the second text, I'm gonna type nostalgically while using the Akira expanded typeface. So then I'm going to resize it accordingly so I can have it scattered equally along the astronomic length, so it matches the overall length of the astronomic text that I've put on, so it doesn't look off place yet still making it legible enough to be read. Okay, and then I don't know, I'm gonna move mine a little bit to the bottom over there. Yeah, that should fit it carefully. Okay. So for my next text, I will be typing a random message that you could put on top of the nostalgically text that we typed earlier. I'll just type something meaningless, I don't know, just a random message. But this is what I chose to type. You could type whatever you want again. So this is what I'll choose to type. Just take note of my alignment settings, and once you're satisfied with its layout, you're just going to click and drag the text onto the left margin so everything is aligned. So I'm just going to add one more text that's going to go along the A alphabet on my astronomic text. This is completely optional, but you can add it if you want. I'm just going to add it just for some extra design aesthetic. Okay, so after you're done, you're just gonna click on all of your text, and then you're just gonna group it and name it text. And then after you're done, you're gonna select shape and then insert a rectangle this about the same length as the A alphabet on astronomic. Then you're gonna convert it into a smart object and edit, and then you're going to distort the rectangle so it takes the shape of the left hand of the A. And then you're going to duplicate that rectangle and you're going to make it go along the N on nostalgically. Just make sure it doesn't have to be too perfect, just make sure that it's properly aligned with the N. And then you're going to regroup the rectangles on the layers, and you're going to label that group rectangles. Then you're going to continue. So after we're done with the rectangles, you're going to click on File, you're going to click Open, and then you're going to click on the barcode image. So the barcode image is already a PNG, so what you're going to do is just change the barcode's color to the yellow color on the text. So you're just going to click on foreground color and then change that into yellow. And then once you're satisfied with the color, you're going to click OK. After you're done clicking, after you're done with the colors, what you're going to do is just click and drag. Well, before you click and drag, you should merge the layers and then click and drag the image onto the poster artwork, and then just close that layer. Then with the barcode image, what you're going to do is resize it accordingly so it fits perfectly into the image without causing any chaos onto the left hand side. Okay, then click OK. Then what you're going to do is go on to shapes and patterns, and then you're going to go to the shape icon, and I'm going to put this registered circle thing. I don't know what that is. If you know what that stands for, what it is, just put a comment in. Just put a comment down so you could inform me on what that R really is. I don't know what that means, but if you know what it means, just tell me in the comments. Okay, so I'm just going to move it accordingly next to the Y. No, maybe not close to the Y. I'll probably put it over there. Yeah, it's just in line with the C. Okay, so after you're done positioning the R icon, you're gonna regroup the barcode and the R as icons on your layer. So just make sure you group them and label it icon. So after you're done with that, you're gonna open a new image called paper. Once it opens, you're just going to click and drag the image onto your original artwork after it opens. So you see here, just click and drag, and after it's done loading, you're just going to close that layer. You're going to rotate it. Okay, mine's landscape, so I rotated it to landscape at 90 degrees. Then after that, you're just going to resize it accordingly till it covers the whole document. Then click on your normals tab, and then I'm going to select screen. You can select any option that suits you. Just take note of the opacity. I just put the opacity at 30%, so those marks can be visible. After you're satisfied, you're just gonna open the galaxy image. Then you're going to import it to your original artwork, and what we did, you're going to repeat what we did previously. You're going to click on the image, and then you're going to resize accordingly, and select screen as well, and decrease the opacity to about 30%, 30 to 40 to 45%, just enough so that the paper texture and the galaxy texture is visible on the artwork. So you're just going to rename it Galaxy, and I'll rename this one Paper. So then I'll group them and label them backgrounds and select enter. And then after that's done, that's the poster design. Very simple, very straightforward. And just one more thing, do not forget to like and comment and also subscribe, as this helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good one. Cheers.